Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back
Hello,
to Krasden,
interwebs.
episode 42. If you're watching it live, we are on Wednesday. If you're not watching it live, you should watch it live. We stream on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays.
Way better live. You should just watch it live.
Episode 42 is called Breaking and Entering, and Crucible is going to tell us why.
I'm not sure why this episode's going to be called Breaking and Entering, but
Yes.
but last week it was called Quite the Cavalcade, and it was quite the cavalcade.
Aye.
Started off last week with this like parade of caravan, this caravan of horse-drawn carts coming into the square, and this big old giant named Donald is joined with them, and they're coming in. They're bringing all sorts of lumber and canvas and food supplies to help start rebuilding Krasden. And Duncan, of course, goes up and starts talking to him. And
He's such a nice man. And he's wonderful to talk to if you've not talked to him yet.
Yeah, he's a great guy. And so that group of people then decided to go and meet up with Jacobs. But we were noticing that, some of the people that had arrived are from the guard. And then we find out eventually that the Royal Court of the Elderwood is going to be coming to Krasden as well. And during this time, I believe Bagby is preparing to head back to Krasden. Right, Bagby? You were doing that? Yeah. So,
Back me up on this.
yeah, so then eventually that new caravan entered the town, and indeed was the Royal Court. And in the front wagon, of course, is the ever beautiful Aranis.
Aye.
And then there also Norm was with them.
You fucking horny.
And Norm.
We don't have a horny bard. We have a horny sorcerer that.
Yeah.
Don't know what you're talking about. Well, I just said she's quite a nice person. She's quite beautiful as well, both on the outside and on the inside. What's wrong with that?
Shut up. Keep going, Crucible.
So anyway, of course, with them, they also brought supplies to help rebuild Krasden. But we did notice that almost all the people that came with the Royal Court were part of the Royal Guard themselves, that they all seemed to be of military stature. So it kind of made us wonder a little bit about what was going to be going on. So we asked Joe if Jacobs had said anything to him about requesting military aid, or if she had heard anything. And he went over and sweet talked Jacobs for a little bit and found out that no,
Sweet talk.
he didn't request anything. So that kind of reduced our stress level a little bit, but it still seemed kind of odd that all these military people were coming in.
And I must say, I got the impression that Jacobs also very much thought Ernest was quite beautiful. Perhaps, Joe, you could work out a bit of a threesome there.
That's what I'm talking about.
That is how Joe ends up losing his, getting his, chopped off.
The rest of his body from his head.
Jesus.
I thought you were going to say butt cherry.
In one evening, he loses both of his hands and his girlfriend. It's insane.
That's the sort of thing you let her bring up.
Yeah. And while all this stuff is going on, Duncan actually pulls a Crucible aside and asks him about the journal that he had found the previous week, and that he now knows that there's a witness, a Captain Lenley Hurst, but he doesn't know the person specifically, even in all of his naval travels.
Heard the name.
Yep.
So
Aranis pulls Crucible, pulls me aside and asks me to meet her for dinner at the inn. She has some information to tell me. And she tells me that Tayanol is planning on, basically occupying the city, because he feels that no way in hell can we give up the entranceway to Krasden.
I'm pretty sure that a lot of important things happened to Bagby as well.
Yeah, there was some things that happened to Bagby. Of course, I didn't write it down. What I
Bagby-
wrote down was Bagby had a thing.
Bagby, go ahead and take it away.
Apparently, she was
Bagby.
called away.
Yeah,
She was called away on important business.
yeah, and that is some high sneak skill.
That's not even available right now. She just slanked away. She's not even there. Oh, there she is.
There's the Bagby.
Bagby's back.
Hey, Bagby.
Sorry. This
So-
is going to be a long week when it comes to streams because there are fireworks and my dog goes crazy.
Oh,
Okay.
that's right.
So he's being a little bit of an anxious butthole.
So I pretty much updated everything, Bagby, except for what led one of your messengers to show up and summon the rest of the right to head out and help you.
It's quite important things happen to you.
Right. So I went downstairs and got a bit of a talking to by Lacey, which rude. I'm just there to help, but she was kind of a bitch about it. Though I think I put her in her place, if I'm being perfectly honest.
I agree.
And so I did a bunch of studying to make sure that I was up to speed for the council meeting. Axum and I had a meeting. I found out a whole bunch of stuff. I found out that there is proof that Dolls hired guild members to kill me, but I can't use it in council. They have a list of his known associates. Axum shared with me his plan in detail, and the main point of the council meeting that's happening tonight or tomorrow is that Dolls wants to vote to put what are we counting? I'm very confused.
Oh, just the many things you learned.
Oh,
So far, I've got 4, but Crucible has 5, and I think
Right.
Ori only has 3 things.
I thought it was a game. I'm sorry.
so
I have this many fingers.
Dolls wants to put Axum's plan into action, and they're voting on it, even though Axum doesn't really want to put his plan into action. And Axum's plan, for a recap, is to invade the Dina Guard from the underground and essentially take over a Dina Guard to then fight what is going on in the Crutches and in the Underdark. Axum and I agree that's a terrible idea to do that, especially with the war orcs out, because they will full on destroy us. I don't care what he thinks. They will kill us all. There are some council members who are on our side, who are not on our side, and then there are the swing votes. Axon told me a little bit about each person and the swing votes to see if maybe I could get some info. But what I specifically need help with is Dulce claims that he has an orc emissary who is saying that if the goblins invade the Dina Guard, the war orcs will not attack them, which I think is bullshit. And Axum told me where this orc emissary is apparently staying, and I need help to break in and either question him and or turn him to being on our side before the council meeting.
Right. And how are we going to do that?
By a good old-fashioned B&E.
Oh, we do a lot of those.
Hugo, no.
So that leads us to where we left off. And where did we leave off exactly?
Well, I had this idea. It was probably not a great idea, but it worked. When we just asked Norm to take us to a Dina Guard.
Yeah.
No, to Krasden, excuse
Krasden.
me.
Yep.
To Krasden.
Yeah, and we just popped up in that office, and
And Crucible fell on a small table. It looked less like a table because it was so tiny. It looked more like a bit of a stool.
I forgot about that.
Just
It was
a
like
tiny
watching
one.
Chris Farley in a SNL sketch.
Skitch.
Fat guy in a tiny coat.
Little coat, you fucking plebe.
The guy in the van down by the river.
But they're tiny.
here's you, here's Matt, here's you, here's Matt, here's you.
All right. That leads you back to that room with Bagby. We'll say Bagby has told you her plan. which isn't much of one, but go to the place and find the guy. It's more of like
Like a mission statement.
goals. Yeah, it's more like a set of goals, not really the plan. It's like a checklist. Yeah, the to-do list. Okay, Bagby, you have the location of the manor.
I do.
Just real quick, who's all with us right now, other than the core group?
Other than the core group, that would be Lacey and Norm.
Okay, Norm did come with.
Norm is physically there.
Yeah.
I mean, not mentally probably, but physically, sure.
I'm pretty sure even Ori's quite baked right now.
I mean, those two get together.
Well, I mean, this all did kind of pop up in the middle of us eating, so.
All right. So, take it away.
What's the plan then? Oh,
Well,
I'll create a diversion.
Ankle recently playing ice hockey. I do love playing sports.
Hey, I like ice hockey as well.
I was trying to get on the Twitch thing, and it automatically does that first video thing before I can click on Dirk.
yes.
Yeah, I hate that. Why? Even though I have videos muted, there's still sound to that.
Because they purposely make their coding bad and just blame it on coding.
Well, I was thinking I am pretty sneaky,
Aye.
and Ori can be pretty sneaky if he makes himself pretty sneaky.
I'm pretty sneaky myself.
You are very, very stealthy, Crucible. Probably the best of all of us.
But I've learned it's better if I hang back.
I don't think he is, though. I don't.
No, he's not at all.
Oh, right.
No, he is big and made out of metal. He makes a lot of noise when he moves.
He's the bigliest sneaker.
And Joe, we all love you, but you are also not very sneaky.
I'm worried I'm going to alert the guards from here.
Please, you will make lots of clanging noises. So, my thought was perhaps Ori and maybe Duncan if he wants to, and I could sneak in. Yes, hello, you must be up here. Okay. With our sneaky skills, we could sneak in, and you not so sneaky folks could make just act natural, though I guess seeing people that are not exactly goblins or Underdark residents also might be weird. Can anybody disguise anybody?
I was going to say, wouldn't they know who we are, too?
We should get some wigs.
Yeah, I suppose we're sort of famous, aren't we?
Disguise montage?
We are a little bit famous. Sorry, I'm a little bit scattered. I had a lot of coffee, and you know how I am with sugar. Imagine me with caffeine.
Maybe it'd be best if Crucible and I stay on, like, wow, Patrick is switching glasses out.
There it is.
It'd be best if we stay on kind of reserve, and if things go south, we're ready to help. Because frankly, I don't know if either of us could really pull off a great distraction.
And I don't know about the whole wigs thing. Wigs are itchy. I don't really like them.
I want to see Crucible in a wig.
I do too. That would be great.
But like Ori, you can disguise yourself as an animal.
Right.
Can anybody else disguise themselves? Oh,
Let me look.
I know I don't look much like a goblin, but I don't look human either. So I think I'm all right.
You might be. We're also kind of known down here.
Right.
At least they know me and they know who hangs out with me.
Yeah, we're like famous and stuff. It's weird.
Although when you went to the academy, they didn't know who you are. Should be
That's
noted.
true.
Well,
I figured they're
the academy in Adenigard.
No, in Krasden when you went down to get the doctor.
Yeah, we kind of went over this. We're like famous
Yep.
the way that like famous spies are famous.
Only get famous after you're dead.
Well, you guys are about to get pretty famous.
Oh. Man, that fourth wall is just really being saying the mean things right now.
Well, you know, there is that other thing as well, Crucible. But you happen to be back in time to say something to someone about a thing she wants to do. Perhaps maybe we should talk about that real fast, and then you can decide if you're going with us or going back there.
That is correct. Tell me more about that, Duncan.
If you don't remember, Ernest said that she'll give you until sunup, dawn, basically, to decide whether or not you're comfortable with her making the portal inside of the
Right.
church.
Yeah, so we should probably talk about that as well.
The temple to the moon, that definitely wasn't there the entire game.
He made it to the moon?
No.
The temple of the moon.
So maybe should Crucible and I go back to Krasden?
Might be
Oh,
a
I'm just-
thin night for you.
Oh, fair enough.
Also, if he has an orc emissary, I'm pretty sure that orc emissary has like bodyguards that might also be orcs. And as much as I have total faith in my punching skills and total faith in Duncan and Ori's fighting skills, it would be nice to have some people who hit really hard.
Don't have faith in that.
As long as we're able to keep Norm healthy, I'm assuming he can poof me back to Krasden instantaneously.
Right.
Oh, wait
I
a
mean-
minute, Bagley.
Stumble and break things, but
Don't you have some way of making us so we're more stealthy?
I do! I could make us travel in complete darkness and also have like 10% more abilities of being sneaky.
It's way more than 10%, but yes.
I just picked the number 10. I didn't want to say a plus 10 bonus to our stealth checks.
Yes.
I made up a number. It was the wrong number, but
If I had
made
to give it
one
a
up.
number, I'd say 10.
So we could all try and sneak.
Sure,
do.
why not? Am I the only one hearing that voice?
Oh, no, that's me, bud. Sorry.
Oh, okay, that's a relief.
All right, so that's the plan then, yeah?
Suppose.
I guess we're all gonna sneak with some little wavy hand magic from the Bagsby.
Dude.
Let's go and bring this up just very quickly. That Norm is here and he could just poof us somewhere. Maybe. That's a thing too, perhaps.
Norm,
Yes,
how many times
XNPC.
can you poof in a day?
Well, it depends what I've been eating. Like, if it's been a lot of vegetables, I can generally have, like, 2 to 3.
Norm, not poops. Poofs.
What?
How many times can you transport people places?
Oh. I don't know.
That's reassuring. I feel I'm all about this plan now. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
What if we combine both of those? What if we steal the poof?
That's hard to do. I've done it in public before, but, you know, you really gotta...
Poof, Norm.
Oh,
Just stop calling it poof. Call it teleporting. I don't.
Right. Teleporting.
Oh man, I'm coming down.
why are we calling pooping teleporting?
Let's just stealth then.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's just walk.
The goal is to make the character annoying enough they don't want him around.
He's so useful.
Yeah.
So annoying.
Kind of like Scrappy Doo.
Oh god.
Oh my.
Okay. Sorry, there's food and I can't help it. Okay. It's easy enough to get there, especially with the rail system. Lacey helps you with that. I'm assuming Norm's not going with him.
You stay here, you rest, but don't go back to Krasden yet. Wait for us.
Okay.
Just in case Lacey bring him some vegetables.
All right. So Lacey gets you on the light rail and puts you in the right district. It's on one of the edge,
You can't have
the outer wall of the city. And it's a bit of a walk to the place. This is an affluent neighborhood. Easily identified by the extra police officers. extra city
Oh, there
guards.
must be higher property taxes here.
The nice clothing on the people around. Nice shops, nice restaurants. And the fact that everyone stares at you as you walk in. As you're walking around the neighborhood.
Are we walking on a private street?
No, but it's leading to a dead end. There's mappage up all over the city because of the nature of the labyrinthian build of Krasden. There's maps everywhere. Basically, you are here. Here's the neighborhood. They don't identify things that aren't restaurants or shops, but they do let you know where you're at. I will put you at the end in a little bit of a like a square. One restaurant, couple of shops. A little bit of a buzz to it, but it doesn't require a large population to run these places, if you know what I mean. Almost entirely dwarf and goblin, by the way.
So, Crucible and I in particular stick out like two very large metal sword thumbs.
One of you's blue.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's all underground, right?
Yes.
So one question I have is, how do we keep track of time so I know when dawn is coming?
Time works very differently down here, and you would be able to explain this, Bagby. It's basically the same length of time on how they operate, right? Like a 24-hour cycle, but there isn't like a first shift, second shift, third shift. There's just like, we're open from this to this, and businesses will work together so that when one closes, another opens, because it's a 24-hour city.
Andy.
We just let them sleep when we get tired.
So Bagby, since you're accustomed to being underground like this, you would be able to know when dawn is approaching?
Would I be able to know that, fourth wall?
Roll survival. Internal clock. Oh, fuck, I wanted a fucking haircut so goddamn bad.
17.
but not enough to put other people in danger or demand that other people get put in danger, because it's my responsibility as a citizen to help others in need despite the fact not knowing them. 17, you said?
Me.
Oh god. This episode brought to you by controversy.
It just shouldn't be. Sorry.
I know it shouldn't be, but yeah.
This kind of episode brought to you by Mike getting set off for half an hour. 17. You can get pretty close. You know, you've got about 9 hours till dawnish up top. You should be okay, but yeah.
Well, we've got about 9 hours.
That sounds like plenty of time.
I would hope so.
I don't think it should take 9 hours to break in, find out information, and or potentially kill an entire building full of people.
And then we all pass
Holy shit. Anybody else catch the escalation that happened in the middle of her story?
Well, we've always
Oh,
known,
it's okay, Lacey. She's just joking.
we've always known there's a little bit of darkness to Begbie.
It's on her face now. Okay, so it's just down the side street. Do you head down? Do you try to sneak from here? I will say that a fundamental part of this, and it'll come up a little bit more, but this is an exterior neighborhood. So a big part of all of these is specifically the street you're walking down, and another one of these side streets is that they drop off into the cliff side of the city, and you're talking hundreds of feet to the bottom.
Did we establish how long it would take us to get there from here?
Just walking down the street, if you walking normal pace, it would take you, less than 10 minutes.
Are they open streets, or is it pretty crowded by buildings?
No, they are open cart streets, wide enough. I mean, affluent neighborhood. They feel the need to keep things large and important.
Nice wide streets. But you're not allowed to park there because that makes it ugly.
Well,
Everybody has courtyards, so.
So here's the deal. Whichever one of us looks the least suspicious, we could have that person driving a cart. Everyone else could be hiding inside of the cart.
Muppet Man,
And-
gotcha.
And then I can pull the cart as a draft horse.
We're all going to get on each other's shoulders inside of one trench coat.
I mean, we could do that too if we want to act like we're a giant.
I mean, Ori definitely has a point there. We can get a cart. He can turn into a horse. I'm kind of liking that.
Where do we get the cart?
Perception.
Oh, go steal one.
All we need is those random things that they had to find in A Princess Bride.
15.
Andre the Giant?
15
Yes,
for me.
Andre
Too.
the Giant.
15.
22.
22.
Took me half a second to remember what my perception score was, and it's a 9.
Another 15. So lots of 15s.
Look at all you guys getting along, rolling the same numbers. Or he's thinking about the Princess Bride. He no longer is paying attention to what's going on here.
They're remaking it.
It's a better story than this. They remade it while over Zoom while in quarantine. They did their individual parts and dressed up individually. They just did like a fun thing that's going to be put out. It's not like a true remake.
Oh, good.
Yeah. It was
That
just
sounds
some,
a lot more fun.
yeah, it's
But
just some
Disney is
people that
making
got
a
together.
musical of it.
Huh?
But Disney is making a musical of it.
Yeah, that was gonna happen at some point.
You always got to do a nice
That was
show.
inevitable.
Yeah, that was no, that shit was Thanos. The
Okay, so Crucible, does he see some sort of carriage or rickshaw or something?
15s. You assume with the shops and the restaurant around, there's got to be something, right? Stock going in and out. There's got to be something you can use. Crucible walking in, and you remember this. One closed shop across the square. It appears to be wardrobe. They actually had a cart go in as you got there. In behind the building.
You know, as we got here, I remember this cart going in behind the clothing shop over there. Might be something behind if we want to go check that out.
How fucking theater nerd am I? I said wardrobe.
Right. Let's go then.
Okay. The shop is closed again. Looking through the window with your previous scores, you can see some people, a couple people walking around, doing work inside. Looks like inventory sort of situation. Does anybody go around back and look down that alley?
I will, because I will poof from shadow to shadow.
No pooping in the shadows. Okay. So roll your stealth.
$16.
Would you like to keep your 15 previously, or would you like to reroll?
What?
Would you like to keep your 15 perception previously, or would you like to reroll?
I'll keep it.
Excuse me.
Nice.
Yeah.
The ASMR portion of this stream.
You're welcome.
15. 16 to get back there, 15. Nobody seems to notice you. There's only one person back there right now, and he's loading up reams of cloth, different kinds, from the cart into the shop. No crates of clothing or anything like that, so it's assumed they actually make stuff inside. The cart is dwarven goblin sized, I should note, with the size of a few of your party members. But it's occasionally unattended, as a person will come out, grab stuff, and then go back into this door. Person will come out, grab stuff, then go back into the store.
I back.
Okay.
So there is a cart. They definitely leave it unattended when they're taking things in, but it is the size of a goblin.
Now, keep in mind, Bagby's a small goblin, even by goblin standards.
Wait, it's a goblin-sized cart, or it is actually the size of a goblin?
It is a goblin-sized cart.
Okay.
Do you think Joe could fit in there?
Crucible and Joe could fit in if they really became intimate.
Crucible and Joe would have to become cuddle buddies to fit, and if we fit both of them in,
Ori, is that okay with you?
Yeah, I'm sure I can pull both of you as a draft horse.
Well, Now, I know you pull one of us,
Oh,
but
a draft
I honestly don't know what that means, Patrick. I think you're stretching the metaphor there.
I
I
don't think
break
he is.
Oh, okay, fair. I guess. Yeah, I guess.
He's I mean, he might be overworking it a little bit, you know.
Oh. Go ahead, Bagby. Sorry.
I think a draft horse might be a little big.
Was there an animal attached to the cart?
Yes.
Ooh, I can help with that.
Oh, what do they normally have pull things around here?
Back in the day, they would use animals from the Underdark, dire moles, stuff like that. But these days, they purchase draft ponies or mules or something like that from the surface.
It was like a mule.
I can talk to it and see if I can convince
I
it
did it
to
again.
come with us.
That
That way we
time
don't
it
have to.
was just gin and lime juice.
Oh, God,
Oh, I
Mike.
suppose if there's already a mule attached, we could try and get it to cooperate. Although I hear that's kind of difficult. I hear they're pretty stubborn.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
instant
got-
heartburn.
Again, I don't know what is going to look weirder. A metal guy and a large human in armor cuddling in the back of a goblin-sized cart being escorted by
You cover them in a tarp
three
and
other
pretend they're
people?
cargo.
or us just sneaking and walking there.
Well, yeah, we'd be covered up with there were still some clothes in the back of the cart, right? It's
There
a
were still
clothing
reams
store.
of cloth, yes.
There are reams of fabric, yes.
And then
Listen,
we just
if-
rely on Duncan's natural ability to lie to the guards to get us past.
Duncan's excellent at talking to people.
And if that doesn't work, you can show him your ass.
I wholeheartedly stand behind this plan.
Well, if it'll be less conspicuous, and I gotta say, I don't like this, because this is the internet, I suppose I can be a pony.
Things I've known about Phil for years, for 100.
I
No.
know you've already been a mule.
And you continue to be a jackass, so.
So
I could just be a donkey.
Um,
Duncan would have sparkling
mean-
conversations with me.
like I said, I could talk to the horse and see if we can or the pony or whatever, and see if we can get it to just come with us. And then, or you could transform into a cat or something.
I had an idea.
I'm going to need a decision, guys. We're dragging on this.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
So are we just going to steal it, or are we going to pay these people to rent it?
I think we should probably pay them, ask them if we can use it.
Won't feel comfortable stealing it.
Right. Joe, give Bagby some money.
Oh, sorry, I left all my Bagby money back at Krasden. I only have Joe money. Sorry.
It is true that we do not have the local currency.
It's gold. They take gold.
Everyone likes gold, right?
Well, I don't know. There was a voice last week who made a bit of a stink about it, I feel like.
Well, gold has less of a value in a dwarven city
Why?
because it's useless.
Lots of, got lots of it. It's just lying around everywhere.
How is it useless? It's a great conductor.
It is that.
Bagby, do you think you have enough money to talk to them and see about renting it? paying them for their.
Probably
Yes.
be best you ask them because you're, a goblin and everything.
I have money.
I also don't have very much money. If you guys remember, I dropped all my money on various things.
He kept paying for hotel rooms for Crucible for some fucking reason.
I paid a finger for my armor, if anyone fucking remembers that.
Right. You did do that.
I go back to the back.
Okay.
Also, why don't you give Bagby some money, Crucible?
Now they're arguing about who. Okay, cut to Bagby.
Yeah, no, this is Joe and Crucible arguing as Bagby leads.
All right, Bagby.
I will wait for him to come out. I will attempt not to frighten him.
All right, thin goblin, well dressed, middle aged.
Bars.
Hello, cousin.
Oh, hello, cousin. The shop's closed currently.
Right. I was actually wondering if I could buy and or borrow your cart when you are done with it.
It's property of the shop. What?
I will bring it back.
As much as I believe you, total stranger,
That does sound a little bit weird. A total stranger comes up to you and says, "Hey, can I buy your cart?" That's... Yep. I realize in hindsight that was weird. I apologize.
fair. Should we start over with the conversation?
Hello, cousin.
Just straight out. Oh, hello, cousin. You're an odd one.
I'm sorry. I have some business across town, and I have some rather large things to transport across town, and
Is it the Helmies that you've been talking with out front through the front window? We've been wondering what that's about.
It is the Helmet.
Yes.
We thought you were discussing whether or not we could make you suits for their size. We can, by the way.
That is very tempting.
I mean, the occasional orc or drow comes through, and you need to know these things. We just made one for an orc not long ago. Beautiful man. For his kind.
Really?
Yes. Diplomat of some sort. Paid top platinum.
Do you remember his name?
Lotham. Lotham. Almost certain. Lotham something.
Lotham.
I believe that was his last name. Or first. I don't know how the orcs present themselves.
From my dealings with them, a lot of them carry on their family name almost as their first name, kind of. Or a sort of combination of that. I've met a mother and son, and they have very similar names, and I think it passes down in that way.
Well, I will leave it to you then. I've only ever heard the one name.
I'm very well traveled for a goblin. Clearly, if you've seen the company I keep.
Aye, yes. They are quite the party.
Exactly. And I realized that walking down the streets with them might cause a bit of a stir. And our business requires some degree of discretion.
He turns around and closes the door behind him. I need not know what you're stealing.
Oh, not stealing anything.
Of course, not stealing anything. But, if you are to borrow his cart, compensation is in order.
What would you like?
Well, we can do a percentage deal, or but that would require me to come with you up front.
Oh, we are honestly, we're not stealing anything. If we were stealing something, we could have stolen your cart and probably just walked away, but we're not stealing anything.
Roll persuasion.
Oh dear, 5.
No, I agree with you. Not stealing anything. Bob's your uncle. The
I love it when Bagby persuades people. It's like she saves up all her bad rolls for that.
The funny thing is she's probably one of the most honest characters in this campaign.
Yeah.
It's just that no one believes her.
Well, what do you say, 2 platinum for the day?
That is 200 gold, right?
It's 20.
That's 20 gold?
Yeah, it goes in tens.
I don't currently have platinum on me, but I do have quite a bit of gold that could be traded in for the platinum. I would even give you extra for the conversion cost.
Fine, yes. I'll simply take the 20, and we have a bank a few doors down. It should be fine. Now this is stamped Krasden, yes?
The gold?
Yes.
Honestly, I would assume that Bagby would have some.
Sure.
Yeah. So she would give him the Krasden gold that she would carry,
Sure.
being a citizen.
Sure.
Mhm.
Fantastic. Well,
I keep the Krasden gold in this bag, and then the Helmi gold in this bag, and then I keep the silver in this bag, and
fantastic. If one of your large armed friends could help me unload this, we could be on our way.
hey guys, come here.
Crucible, I think she needs more money.
Okay, what do you need?
My cousin here needs some help unloading the cart, and then it is ours to use for the evening.
Oh, okay. I'll get started right away. Hello there, Bagby's cousin. I'm Ori.
Fucking Helmies. It's nice to meet you.
All right.
Don't use names.
My name's Helmy. Nice to meet you. Anyway, do you have a tarp or something we could buy from you? Like canvas?
Yes, actually.
Or a tapestry.
There is
or
a
tapestry?
There's a canvas tarp with it, yes.
Okay, cool. Does that come with the cart then? I don't know.
Yes.
Cool. I would help him unload his goods, and I would be quick and careful as I can be. I don't want to mess up his cloth, but I also want to get this done.
All right. You have the cart now.
Okay, clunky boys.
Cuddle.
Are you on top
right.
or bottom?
Yeah, Crucible, you're gonna have to like make an L shape in Tetris, otherwise we're not gonna fit.
What is this face Chad is making?
Go for human Tetris.
I'm just leaning on my staff, waiting.
Okay.
All right, I'm probably heavier, so I would probably get him first.
Okay.
Are you
I
sure?
think Crucible's kind of a thinner, tall guy, right?
He's like 350.
Yeah.
Oh, then you weigh about the same as I do, probably, with
Yeah.
all my armor.
So
Oh, for
side by
crap's
side-
sake, just cram them in there.
I say I'm climbing in. Let's see what happens.
You know what I wish sometimes, Ori, that those seeing stones of yours could, like, I don't know, like keep a record of things you could, and then you could look at them again, because this would be quite fun to show everyone back in Krasden.
Those two. Okay, I just need to know who's Little Spoon. That's all I need to know.
Not
I think that's a wisdom save.
No,
roll
that's
off.
not fair.
No, you know what it is? It's a dexterity roll to see who's quicker.
That's more fair because I think Crucible's dex is terrible too. Just straight up dex.
Yep.
Straight up Dex.
Got the little B on D&D Beyond. Nat 20.
It sure as hell is straight up Dex.
2 nat 20s! That's a roll off, boys.
We are both the
it's a roll-off.
medium spoons.
It's a roll off.
Oh, come on. Let's just move on. God
Yeah,
damn it.
we climb in.
Yes.
We
Okay.
get in the cart.
You somehow find a way that neither one of you is Little Spoon.
We both wasted a nat 20.
Yep.
Sweet.
Okay. Bagby,
So
are
I'm
you going to
gonna
leave? Okay. Ori, go ahead.
All right, guys,
Put
I
the
need you to
tarp
not
over
freak
us.
out, but I'm going to go ahead and get into my sneaky shape ahead of time, and so that it takes up less space. But I thought of the sneakiest thing I could, and I don't like it. And you guys aren't gonna like it, but I got to do it.
Ori, I'm cramping up. Just do it.
Okay. I turn into a giant wolf spider, which basically is like a small dog-sized spider. And I still have the little covering like 3 of my 8 eyes.
Why not just a regular spider size?
57 minutes in, folks, and this is where we're at.
While we're on our way, I weave an elaborate web that explains why I chose this form in terms of stats.
Here we go.
So
Alright,
we're traveling down the road.
Yes. You travel down the street. You know where it is. It's at the end. This manor has a large courtyard, walled courtyard, separating it from the rest of the street. It also overhangs the cliff, meaning part of it is sticking out. Perception when you arrive. Crucible and Joe, sorry, you can't see anything.
10.
11.
Ten, 11, and Uri.
Sorry, I was distracted by Barz's GIF.
Perception.
What are we rolling? Perception?
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Sorry. Oh, good. It's another 9.
Okay, 10 and 11, the big numbers. So, you see that there's a large front gate. There are 2 guards just inside of that front gate. The courtyard separates the home quite a bit from the rest of the rest of the street. The house itself is built in a small L shape, so actually the building curves back into the cliff because this is an outcropping where the cliff actually runs into the cliff face here, if that makes sense. So the long on the L shape runs into the cliff. So presumably part of this building is completely encased in rock.
Encased in what?
Rock.
there a way around to the back?
Um,
Or at least to the far side? I feel like some reconnaissance is in order.
the neighbor, you can't see anything from the street because of the walls. The neighbor has a smaller wall. The only one neighbor off to the right has a smaller wall, but you would need to climb into their yard to see. It's a pretty quiet street right now, by the way. There's really nobody out.
There seems to be a lot of guards around this place there. Maybe one of us should go climb over that wall to the neighbors and look with their many eyes to see what's going on over there. That's right, Ori, I'm talking to you.
And they go.
Okay. Roll stealth. Because a 2-foot-long spider tends to draw a bit of attention.
That's
The regular
nightmare
spider only
fuel.
has a +4 to stealth. The wolf spider has a +7. It's just higher level. Alright. 26.
Great job. So, roll perception as well.
14.
Okay. You climb along the side, and because of the nature of a spider, you're able to sort of... you just have climb walk, don't you, as a spider?
It's called spider climb.
Yeah.
Wall, ceilings, doesn't matter.
Yeah. You climb along the... Sorry. You climb along the outside wall of the neighbor's yard. You go into their yard and then see that it is divided because it's next to the cliff as well. You're able to go to the edge, climb on the outside wall, and see that the wall itself, when it comes away from the neighbor's wall, actually does have a small maintenance walkway leading up to the home itself, and there's a little ladder to a window. Now it's a large window, and you can see in through that window that it is a very large room of some sort. Like there's a grand staircase going up to the second floor, and this would probably be like the lobby or something like that.
Okay. I return to them,
Okay.
and I use my butt rope to weave them a little map.
I don't like that.
Here's a sentence I never thought I'd say. Roll insight to interpret butt rope.
That's a t-shirt.
19.
What was
I
that?
read butt 19. I read butt rope quite well.
I always knew that about you.
15.
Okay.
So, is that a map then?
Yes, Duncan, you would generally understand it as a map.
I'm fairly good with maps.
You would also, Bagby, you would understand that it's the outside of the wall and therefore cliff face, with hundreds of feet below you.
So it's possible, I'm not saying it's not, but it is right on the face of a cliff. So if anything goes wrong, we are literally going to die and fall off of the cliff and 100 feet down, and it's very scary.
Right.
Though, it does give me a great idea for how to get rid of this orc emissary.
I remember when Bagby was, much more innocent as she is now.
Yeah. Not cinnamon
This
rolls
guy's dead.
anymore.
I didn't.
I told you, Bagby's got a really dark side.
Maybe we should do that stealth thing now then. Probably should have just started with that.
You know, we wanted to do the cart thing.
No. 20 minutes finding a cart. That was what we needed.
I will spend 2 key points to cast Pass Without a Trace on everybody.
Cool.
Stifle our creativity, Mike.
Oh God, I wish I could. All right. Now, is everybody going to try to stealth over to the walkway?
Well, I guess if we have to, we have to.
Okay, roll stealth and acrobatics.
So, question.
Or you don't
Bagby,
need to roll acrobatics.
What was that bonus again?
It is a +10.
A plus
So-
10 to stealth?
I'll let you use
So
your
you
previous
roll your
stealth as well,
add
Laura. You
your
don't need to
usual
roll anything.
bonus, and then +10 on top of that.
29
Well,
stealth.
this is my question. I have a disadvantage in stealth, so how does that affect the disadvantage?
Still
You add
roll it
+10
twice.
to the worst of the 2 rolls.
And take the worst of the 2.
29, I heard you.
And then acrobatics.
Yes.
So,
24 acrobatics. I'm amazing right now.
All right.
As you shout that. I'm so fucking stealthy.
so I rolled a natural 1 for stealth.
Oof. Duh.
However, with my Pass Without a Trace and my stealth bonus, that takes it to 19.
There are no critical fails or successes on skill checks.
Yeah, now there aren't. The
Even with the disadvantage, my lowest score was a 23 on stealth, and I got a 15 on acrobatics.
okay.
I
Joe,
18,
got a dirty 20 on acrobatics.
18 stealth,
18 stealth, 15 acrobatics.
15 acrobatics. Numbers sound good until you realize I got a +10.
Well, the stealth, yeah. Also, I get a
Yeah.
+3 because I put sound dampeners on my feet a while ago.
So you literally got a +13 there and ended up with 18.
I rolled 5 twice, and I have a 0 to stealth, so yeah.
All right. You all seem to be fairly stealthy. Make it over the wall. I mean, it's goblin and dwarf sized walls. It's as, tall enough to keep a goblin or dwarf out without climbing, but the crucible can hop out, parkour over it a little bit. You're able to make it to the outer walkway. Everybody, what is your plan? Everybody at once?
My plan is to follow Bagby.
Run 1,000 pounds across there?
I would. So, what exactly do we need to cross again?
It is a
Paint us a picture here.
small, thin, metal grated walkway. Bolted into the side of the cliff. No way of telling how long it's been there, no way of telling maintenance.
One at a time sounds good.
Lightest to heaviest.
I would first, before we do anything, I'd like to cast Mend on the walkway.
It only works in a 3-foot grouping, I think.
Right.
If there's
Well,
any
then-
issues near our side, it would fix them. I mean, it wouldn't fix the
Sure.
entire thing. But
The great thing is, it's a cantrip, so why don't I go first? And whenever I see something that I think that it might fall, I'll mend it over and over again.
if you want to make that a skill check, Mike, you can make him do perception to see if he would even notice them.
Sure, we can try that. Or I could just say he walks around mending the thing. I mean,
Sure.
Or we can say that Chad wins D&D.
he wins D&D.
I walk
Find him a crown.
You are king of D&D.
every 2 paces. I cast mend on it.
While he's doing that, I follow along and I start reinforcing the bridge with webs.
A slinking there. He's like screeching into the microphone. What you doing, little man? Where you been at?
Hey there, Lincoln.
He
What's
needs
Hello,
to-
going on? Do you have a job yet?
He did say thank you. So
Are you still leeching off your parents?
How old are you already? Should get you a paper route or something like that. Got shine shoes or something. Right, I
Can you
know.
see him? Can you say hi? Can you say hi? So no.
I know it.
Okay.
I mean, we've talked about that in the past, but there's nothing you
Sorry.
can do until you turn 18.
Has your dad talked to you about the brothels yet?
All right.
Joe, did you mean to be a humane paladin today? Is that like because you were in animal control, so you're like the Humane Society paladins?
You know what? I'm gonna leave that. We'll see how it goes today. We'll see if I am a humane paladin.
Well, yeah, we do it based entirely on Bagby's plan. There's not much of a chance, but the okay. Yes, you mend all the things. You make it to the window. Perception at the window. Duncan Erish.
17.
Inside, you don't see anybody walking around. It's a lavish lobby, front entrance for this manor. Jesus Christ. That's a sight. It's well lit. You see on the there's an open coat closet on the other end of the room, and it's full of coats and stuff like that, so you have to assume that there are people around. You don't hear anything inside. Upon testing the window, it is latched.
I look back at the others. I wave them in.
I'm going to use my shadow teleportation to skip the grates.
Okay.
It's not that I don't trust Duncan, but I would prefer to be the last one to cross by myself.
This is how he kills you. He's been planning it the whole time.
I would go second to last then. Oh well, I guess Ori already went, right?
I'm kind of hanging out on. Well,
guess
you'll,
I'm
you'll
next.
see that there is a spooter just kind of hanging out on the wall.
He doesn't have to use the grates, so.
Right.
It seems to be watching you.
Cool. I'm glad. Get
Kill
this
it!
giant fucking
With
spider.
a hammer!
watching me. Smite! Sorry.
Bagby, do you think you can get in there and unlatch the window then?
I'm gonna need a little bit of a boost, but probably.
It's not high up.
Right.
Maybe 7 feet off the grate.
Boost me!
Give me a boost.
Watch your hands, Duncan.
I'm doing my best not to touch anything I'm not supposed to touch.
He's my best friend, that's fine.
Little bum touch between friends.
Duncan's what?
Oh no! Oh no! This is where Trisha and Jennifer get awkward. Okay, Bagby, how are you opening the thing?
First, I would like to look at it and make sure that it is not trapped.
Okay.
Booty trap.
Investigation.
Wrong mouse. 15.
You do not believe it is trapped.
Then I will check and see if it is locked.
It is latched, as I previously told Duncan.
Right. But I wasn't listening and or there for that.
Per my previous GMing.
And per my, I'm not metagaming and I didn't listen. If it is latched from the inside, I'm not sure how I would open it from the outside.
Anybody may roll perception.
Did
19.
19 as well.
18.
A lot.
3. Joe, you're real constant. You immediately you said, "Don't look down. Don't look." Oh God, I'm looking down.
I'm looking down and I don't like it.
Okay, Duncan. This is a simple window latch. If you're able to put a small, thin, sturdy piece of anything underneath it, you can probably knock the latch up. You would know that straight out. Okay.
Right. Am I able
Crucible.
to see on the directly on the other side? Is there some place once you get through the window? Is there some place to land? Can I see it?
Actually, yeah, it's really close to the floor of the room. What you couldn't tell from outside is there's a walkway up, and actually the first floor is elevated from everything else. So the 7 feet up from you're down from your position previously. So it's actually like almost floor level.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. I look at Bagby. I look at the window. I look at Bagby. I look at the window.
And I throw Bagby through the window.
Nice tight spiral.
It's just glass and Bagby.
Does anyone have like a small piece of metal or something? I don't know, like a tiny clothes hanger or something like that.
I need to get back to one more thing. Crucible. Since you said you were hanging out on the other side waiting. Yes?
Yep.
Um,
Well, I was waiting to be the last one to cross.
right. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You're back at the other side of the
Right.
still towards the wall in the yard. You think you see movement. It's real quick, and you're not sure what it was. But you see a blurred movement on the high exterior wall of the manor itself.
Hmm.
And it was something that was at rest and then started moving.
Okay. And how far away from them am I?
You're across that walkway on the other side. Well, or did you drop down on the walkway yet, or were you waiting?
I was waiting.
Okay, so you have to get over the wall, and you are 30-ish. No, it's probably like 45 feet away.
So outside of whisper range.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since no one hands me a tiny hanger.
Oh, I was gonna say, if I hear you say that, I would scuttle over, and then try and stick my little
Foreleg.
foreleg.
They're
yes,
not that
foreleg.
small. If you're the size of a dog, it'd be like, there's no way.
Oh, I would do it in vain then. Just boop boop.
Okay.
All right.
I would whisper to Duncan, what about a dagger?
I build some power inside me and I roll my wild magic roll.
He's about to poof.
Okay.
18, so I'm fine. I whisper, mist, and a silvery glow winds around me.
Mm-hmm.
It's watery silver, and then suddenly I'm on the other side of the glass. spinning
Ooh.
back, and there I am again, and I just go, flink.
And I fall on my ass.
Yeah, roll acrobatics, Bagby.
I totally forgot I can do that too.
Roll acrobatics, Bagby, over the cliff being elevated by a human being.
Natural 20.
Thank God. I really didn't want to kill you this way.
That would have been on me. That would have been on me.
Not this way.
Well, she would have been caught. We have Spider-Man.
You're aware that you're the guy who didn't hold on to the rope, right?
Throw the rope!
I held onto the rope just fine. He's talking about you.
Since I'm outside of whisper range, I think it's very important that I get across the bridge as quickly as possible.
All right. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. You're allowed. It's been mended if it was unsafe, so.
Did I crawl over Joe on the way there?
Do not do that.
Yeah.
Joe, were you on hands and knees? I suppose is what
No.
he was asking.
No.
Since you were
Be
shitting
standing.
yourself.
Why would I be shitting myself? I've seen Duncan teleport.
Because you rolled a 3 on fucking perception.
Oh. Well. If you say I am, I guess I am.
All right. You open the window successfully. There's still nobody in that room.
Sorry. I forget. You don't come with me when I do that. I'm so sorry.
Bagby, with your previous roll, you can climb up there. No issues.
I
Or
think
you.
I probably grabbed onto the sill as he dropped me. And then I crawl in.
What sort of look of "I'm going to punch you" do you provide?
I know. I owe you. I'm so sorry. I know. Okay.
Or he spooters his way in the room, I'm sure.
I would do it after everyone else gets in.
Okay. Crucible, Joe, roll acrobatics. Crucible, roll acrobatics.
18.
I think they are level 6, aren't they? Aren't you guys level 6?
Level 6.
Aye.
Yeah, she's been shadow stepping.
Yeah, I've been shadow stepping. That's what I mean when I poof from shadow to shadow. But I don't think I can poof through walls. I can just poof outside. It's not missing.
Could you through a window?
I've tried to poof through walls, windows, the top of other people's toilets. It doesn't work.
Well,
Because I don't know if you're teleporting or just moving really fast with that ability.
it says teleport.
I don't know. Something to think
In
about, I
light or
guess.
darkness, as a bonus action, you can teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space. You can see that it is also in dim light or darkness.
I would say.
Okay, so it's like Nightcrawler, kind of.
I would
you
say
have to
you
actually
could
be
go
able to see where you're going.
I would say you could go through windows.
Good to know. I'll remember that for next time.
Okay.
Thanks, Bars.
Crucible. Oh no.
Yep.
Roll athletics, buddy.
That was my that was my acrobatics. My athletics, I actually get bonus of 2.
Joe, roll athletics, buddy.
Okay. Nine? It was a 2. It wasn't a 1 at least.
Okay.
Or do you want me to just lie and say it was higher?
You sturdy him for a second. I will let you, Crucible, I will let you roll another athletics roll. Better. Okay.
Seeing this, I am currently attaching my rope to the wall and just poising to jump.
I'm not sure your little nope rope is strong enough to get him to carry him.
Yeah, you're,
Probably just rip a chunk of the wall out when it goes.
you need more fiber in that butt rope.
Just take Ori with him. The
Move these grapes.
Actually be relatively thick butt rope if you consider like the size
Yeah,
and tensile
spider
strength
strength is
of a
pretty
spider.
tough, but I mean, it'd probably just rip a chunk of the wall out, is what I'm saying. in masonry.
Probably.
All right. Crucible, you are able to eventually, after stumbling, almost falling, getting saved, almost falling again, you are eventually able to climb a 7-foot ladder.
Gotta love D&D. Where heroes can become incompetent buffoons for no reason at all.
You are all inside. Nice marble floors. Anybody that happen to be wearing metal shoes, you're going to be in a situation.
Okay. My feet are muffled, but I still get disadvantage on stealth because of the armor.
Right.
In general.
Right. So before we continue, before we move on, I need to let everybody know that I saw something moving up on top of the building.
What,
It
like a
wasn't
bird?
moving, then it
Do they have
moved,
birds down here?
and it was gone.
They do not have birds.
Like bats? Do they have bats down here?
So basically, I'm thinking somebody saw us.
Hearing this, I would crawl onto the ceiling. And I would just kind of hold all of my legs on that ceiling. And I have blind sense, or like a blind sense of like vibrations. Can I feel anything vibrating within 10 feet of us on the roof?
Well, there's a second floor.
Ah.
That
Do
was
I
a good
hear
idea,
any
though,
footsteps? Do I feel any footsteps on the second floor?
You... No. Where you're at, no.
Slowly close the window and relatch it then.
Okay.
No one's following us in here.
All right. So,
I have an idea really quick. And I'm going to take 2 of my bigger bags off of my essentially fanny pack of bags that I wear. And I'm going to put them
Can I
and
wear
tie
those
them
as
around
shoes?
his feet
okay.
to try and help muffle the metal sound from his feet.
Okay.
So I'm wearing handbags on my feet.
It's a good day for you. Almost fell to your death wearing handbags on your feet.
Good
I've
luck.
worn worse.
Cuddled with Joe for a while.
Thank you, Bagby.
That's what made the day good. Cuddling with Joe.
He is a good cuddler.
I guess. I mean,
He's a great guy, very humane.
yep. I don't know
So
when
you
that
would know
happened.
from outside, the second floor actually extends farther out over the cliff than the first floor does, meaning it's a longer portion of the building than the first floor is. So, you where do we go from here? You have stairs, the large super big like lobby mansion stairs that stereotypical to the second floor. There is 2 doors on the opposite wall of you, and then there's the obvious front door to your left, midway through the room.
I would say maybe either the 2 doors or the stairs. Stairs, I think, might be a little obvious.
Don't they have back stairs in big houses like this for, the
Like
not
servant
rich people who
stairs.
live here?
Mm-hmm.
Right,
We should look for some of those. Let's try these 2 doors.
right. Ori, could you crack this door open? Maybe you could look in there with your mini eyes. And I slowly see if I can open one of the doors just a little bit.
Which one would you like to open? There's the one closest to the front, and then there's one Most of the way down the wall.
The one that's further off towards the back of the house, whichever that one is.
Okay, that's just inside of where the stair thresholds would be. You go over there. Roll stealth.
You still have your plus 10 because Pass Without a Trace lasts for an hour.
Nice.
Oh my.
Natural 20.
None of us kept track of him. The door just seems to open on its own.
He's still doing that mist thing. It's cool. You open the door. Inside is a washroom with one other exit. And this has multiple toilets and multiple sinks, so that you can assume this is for entertaining or something like that. It's a larger washroom.
Hi. Oh, this is quite fancy, isn't it?
It's very fancy. Pewter everything, nice glass, well lit.
I motion everyone over. If you've got to go, this might be a good time.
Bagby, do you need a poof anymore?
No! And I'm going to assume that this other door in here is probably an exit.
Let's
or
go
a
over there.
linen closet.
I open that door very, just a little bit. I look in there.
This
And
is
Ori
a
looks.
this is a larger door, not a double, not two doors, but a larger single door, and it leads you through a bit of a hallway with many paintings on either wall, and leading into what's obviously some grand hall. You can see you can't see the end of either side, but you can see a large table with chairs around it as well, candelabras on it. This could be like a grand dining or entertainment hall.
Does it look as though it's been used recently or is about to be used?
No, it doesn't. There's no plateware. There's no coverings on the table. Yeah. While still well lit, minimal lighting. The grand chandelier is not lit.
Right. I move into the room.
Okay. Does
Scuttle.
everyone follow him?
Mm-hmm.
We're
Yep,
going
I scuttle in, staying on the ceiling.
Okay. Entering that room, there are 3 exits. This room is much longer and it's clearly part of that L shape that extended past the courtyard. To your left, the 3 doors are 2 are on the opposite wall. 1 is literally right next to you on the same wall, leading back somewhere, but it is labeled washroom above it.
Guys.
What do we need, guys?
What?
The the opposite wall, there are 2 doors. One is cracked slightly. That is the far end on your left, way down at the end. And then there's one basically straight across from you that is one of those, what are they called? Like the French style double swing doors or whatever.
I look up at Ori. And then I go like this over towards the one that's cracked.
Scuttle.
Okay.
And then I head over to the other 2 doors.
Well, the washroom is that same washroom. It's just a different entrance that you had seen previously. It's like a little hallway into it, but yeah, it's the same washroom. And then the one across the room, roll perception, both Ori and Duncan, real quick.
8.
15.
Still, Duncan, you wouldn't be able to see or hear anything, but you'd have a distinct smell of food coming from that room. Ori, 15. There, you hear a fire crackling inside that room. You peek through, and there appears to be seating and bookshelves all lining the walls, and you can smell cigar smoke.
Cigar smoke. All right.
I head back to the group, and I let them know that's probably the entrance to the kitchen. I wonder what Ori found.
Ori?
Scuttle over, and what were you going to say?
Before you left that area, you would hear a door close somewhere else in that room.
Okay. I would scuttle back over to the group. I would leave Spooter form.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I smelled smoke from lit cigars in that room. I heard a door close. Someone's in there.
Bagby, what would you like to do?
Well, cigars are pretty fancy, so that might be the guy who's staying here. I could go in and pretend to be like one of the serving goblins.
Right.
You guys wait here. I will yell banana pancakes if I need help.
Right. I'll move up a bit closer to the door, though, just off to the side.
I would inch up too, I suppose.
Scoot.
I will go in the room.
You enter the room. There's no one in there, first and foremost. There is one other door to your right. That is the only exit. The walls are all bookshelves. There's a lot of seating in here. The cigar smell that Ori smelled, there is a mostly finished cigar sitting in an ashtray next to one of the chairs. Roll perception. No, and roll investigation, Bagby.
All of us.
Bagby.
Just Bagby.
She's
Nine.
she's in that room. 9. I can't give you anything further.
Yeah. I would like to go to the door,
Mm-hmm.
the other one,
Mm-hmm.
and sort of crack it and peek out and see if I can see any remnant of who left.
What was your perception?
Well, you had me roll investigation. Do you want
Right,
to
roll perception, please.
21.
You hear humming. It's a popular song that came up through Krasden about a year ago. Sea shanty style, but a lot of dwarven mixed in. You see a older but still strong and stout dwarf leaning over a pot of something. This is the kitchen. He's working away at something, humming to himself, kind of bouncing to the music in his head. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
on the table behind him is sitting a massive axe, and he's still in armor.
Okay. I'll go back to the dining area. I don't think that was him. There's only one door in there, and it leads into the kitchen, and there's a dwarf who's humming in armor with a big axe, cooking something in the kitchen. He must have been the one smoking the cigar, because there's no other exit in that room.
I suppose we don't want to alert him of our presence. I was really high earlier. Who are we looking for again?
We're not doing this. Keep going.
You should probably go through one of the other exits.
So she's seen into the kitchen then? And there's someone in the kitchen right now?
Mhm.
And
There-
then they're...
You didn't hear anything when you went to that door, Duncan.
oh,
But Ori said he heard a door close, and now there's someone in there. I'm just
right.
putting together.
right.
What about those two swinging doors over there? Have we looked in those yet?
He went
How
near
mu-
them.
I smelled something, but I didn't go in, so I assumed it was the kitchen. Oh, same rules. You go in there, into the kitchen, and pretending to be a servant still. You could be like a new servant, and you're lost or something.
I'll go with it. And also
Looking for a way upstairs. Maybe there's a
Costume.
back stairway back in there.
Yeah, peek in the swinging doors.
Okay. Yep, he's still there doing his thing.
Okay, so I'm trying to visualize in my mind. So there's a door that goes into a sitting room, and the door from the sitting room goes into the kitchen, and then there are another set of
Yeah.
doors.
Let me give you
into the-
a rough. Sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay. I'm just seeing him from a different angle then.
Yeah, you're behind him now. Previously, you were to his left. You know, down the halfway down. He was halfway down the room, and you were on his left.
Okay.
Now you're behind him, almost directly. Actually, no, he's to your right, but you're behind him.
Okay. I'm gonna go back out. I'm gonna say, okay, this door, pretty much right behind him. Maybe we could knock him out? Sneak in, knock him out? His axe is behind him. He's not holding it.
Feels axe.
I don't know if I can lift his axe.
Oh.
I don't
All right,
we-
real rough. This is what it looks like. So, you've got this is the room you guys are in, this with the long table. Okay? This is the kitchen. And this is that sitting room up here. Okay?
Okay.
So before you were up here and you peeked in this door looking down at him. He's like right here. Next time you came in over here. Okay?
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay.
And
I mean,
Go ahead, Ari.
okay, we could, I don't know, we could just make friends with him, and then maybe he'll tell us what we need to know.
I can go try. I'm new here.
Do it.
I could, yeah. I'm gonna go with you.
No. I think it's better if it's
As
just
an elf?
He doesn't have to see me. I just have to wave my hand in there.
Oh, you're talking about charm person. Gotcha.
But I don't care. I'm just gonna go. If you think I need help, help me out. And I walk in the door. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know there would be anyone else in here.
Oh! Hey! Who are you? Turns around.
My name's Lacey. I'm new. And I'm just real confused at the layout of the house.
We didn't have
I
any
thought
new
that-
hires. Who are you?
I'm Lacey.
Like from behind the door, like.
Cast charm person?
Yep.
Okay.
That's going to be a will save to resist. Let me find the actual wisdom save
Yeah.
to resist.
Yeah.
15.
I make all the hires. And I didn't hire no one. Who are you?
Well, actually, I'm a council member. And I was trying to find the orc because I wanted to talk to him.
Right. He grabs his axe. Council member.
Mm-hmm.
And, which one are you? Exactly.
Well, I am Bagby.
There ain't no Bagby on the council.
No, but my grandma is.
And your grandma?
Think about it.
I ain't paid to think.
That's unfortunate. Listen. I'm assuming that council member Dulce is paying you.
Roll persuasion.
This is where I need it to work, D&D Beyond. 13. It's pretty good for me.
I rolled a 12.
Different cat.
And what exactly would Nitma have with business here?
You want to know the full truth? Because I'll tell you the full truth.
He sits back. You here to kill him?
Not necessarily. I really just want more answers. See, I've been up top, and I've actually met the herald for the orc king that is attacking the villages up top. And according to Dulce, he says that this orc emissary says that if the goblins take over upstairs, that the orcs won't attack them. And frankly, that's a bunch of bullshit. And so I want to find out who this orc person is so that I can find out
Let me
why-
rephrase. Are you here to kill him?
No.
If you are, I have to kill you.
No, I'm here to talk to him. But I figured they wouldn't let me in the front door.
Fucking A right, they wouldn't.
You've trained your men well.
Yeah. But
Also, did you know you have something scuttling on your roof? Is that part of your peoples, or is there something else going on?
on the roof?
Mm-hmm. There was something up there. It looked like it was at rest, and then we moved, and then it went...
We?
Well, I have my team with me. But we're not here to kill him, I promise. Scouts honor. Goblin honor.
You walk with me.
Walk with you, or what do I want?
Walk with
Okay.
me. He walks.
Or I've been drinking a little.
He walks out that door, sees everybody else. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh. Are
Oh, hey there. How are you, Noel?
you a spider, or?
No, he's not.
You missed when I transformed back. Because I had to transform back to talk to you guys.
Your
That's
levels are
right.
really high right now, Ori.
Sorry.
It's okay. They with you?
Yes, these are my friends.
He walks to the front door of the house. All of you with me? Points back at you, group.
Okay.
Opens the front door. You're fucking fired unless you get in here right fucking now! They run in. Five of them snuck in, and the little one claims that there's another one on the roof. Punches one guy dead in the face and drops him. You three, get your asses on the roof!
If that thing there was it yours that's on the roof, maybe we should get upstairs as quick as we can then.
Aye. He grabs
Yeah.
the down guy, sets him upright, and starts marching up the stairs.
Yep. We'll follow.
Orcs named Lotham.
As I'm running, I'm saying, I'm going to guess that I might not be the only council member who's wanting to see him, and some of the other council members are a lot more bloodthirsty than me. I'm actually pretty nice.
Let's be clear, Shorten. You won't see him till I say so.
I'm just saying we can help you. Clearly there is a flaw in your security system. We're pretty good in a pinch.
Then follow me and stop just running. You don't know where you're fucking going.
That is accurate.
You're like sprinting ahead of him.
I'm really fast, too.
He leads you up.
I have a
We
45
dwarves are known
walking
sprinters,
speed.
very dangerous over short distances.
So the stairs are the type where they go up and then they split across the upper wall, right? And then they go both right and left. Takes you up the right side. It takes you up the left side. It kind of doesn't matter which. And opens a door into like a nice outdoor patio thing. It's huge. It's the same size as the lobby.
Very tasteful.
Yeah. Surrounding it is a shitload of doors. There's a ton of doors connecting this place.
I thought you said dwarves.
Doors. The three go. You three, he points at the guards. Stay here. You lot, come with me.
Right.
He marches you through the leftmost door into like a little sitting hallway situation, and through a couple of hallways, and busts open this door, and busts open. It was locked. With this,
He Kool-Aid Man's right through it, huh?
person in bed. The person jumps out of bed. Roll perception, everybody, real quick.
Okay.
By the way, I take a moment to remove the bags from my feet because I'm feeling a little foolish. And I give them back to Bagby.
You are absolutely right, Bars. Your security is crap. Produce a 6-foot warforged that snuck in.
I liked how before you said you trained your men well. I was just thinking like, yep, they're the best.
Hey, thanks, Ben Bold. Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks, Ben.
I rolled a 10.
I got a 10 as well.
I got a mere 12.
18.
I got a 23.
I'm sorry, I was looking something up and I didn't catch. 23, 12. Is that a 15, 13?
18.
18?
18.
Two tens.
2 10s, thank you.
10 and 10.
Okay. Ori, you'd be the only one who catches it.
Mm-hmm.
As the person jumps out of bed in a dressing gown, clearly trying to get some sleep. It's an orc, middle-aged, still, no grays though, still dark-haired, still strong-looking, but thin. You see his hair go. One part of his hair turn from white to black real quickly as he stood up.
Okay.
What is the meaning of this intrusion upon my slum? My why are you in my room? There's all sorts of intruders. You need to be careful. I'm here to protect. A couple of you go check on the rest of them.
Okay then. Well, nice meeting you.
Other orcs of his party, I assume.
There are none.
Oh, check on the rest, like the guards. You meant?
Go back to that balcony and check on the rest.
Okay, I would go back.
Yep, I'm on it. People seem to. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
You get back, and they've. There's 2 guards there, and they're outside of one of the doors you didn't go in.
Weren't there 3 of you a second ago?
There's they point to a body of one of the other guards in the corner. Got him. Went in here.
In the door that they're pointing at?
Yeah.
Can I roll insight real quick to see if these are the same guards?
Yes.
Okay. 14?
Physically they appear to be the same, but you didn't get a good look at them the first time. So
I would try to boot the door open then, and I would draw my spear as I'm walking towards it.
athletics.
Okay.
Hey, there's
it's
Arcane.
not
How are you? No.
Great 12.
It doesn't go down with the first kick. Go ahead and go again.
Door. All right, there's a 25.
Okay. Goes down with the second kick. Swings open. And you see the room is empty. This is a spare bedroom of some sorts. Very nice, but not as big as the master you were just in. And one of the windows to the outside is shattered open. There's nobody inside.
Any blood or anything that I can see just quickly? I'm not going to like pull out a magnifying glass and look, but like, does it look like there was anything?
Roll perception if you're doing it quick.
15.
Yes. A little bit on it's more towards the door. Whatever it was diminished as it got to the window.
Okay, so probably. I think my character would make the assumption that it's probably blood from the guard.
Hey, Arcane.
I guess. Okay. I would go back out of the room and say it smashed out the window. What the hell was it?
Fast. Real fast. He was by the balcony, and we were checking doors, and he yelled, and we just saw it move into the room.
What did it look like?
Cloak, legs, something.
How light is it out here?
Not very. It's not well. There's no lights lit here.
There's
a bunch of bunch of light pollution sort of from the city.
Are there like torch sconces or anything?
There are.
Okay, I would see that and tell the guards, get some light up here. Get these torches going so we can see what the hell we're dealing with.
Aye. One takes off running.
Oh,
I
it's
would,
dark out here. I hadn't noticed. Anyway, I would go check out the broken window.
Dark vision asshole.
Okay. You go check out the window. Investigation real quick.
Okay. $19.
19. The window is broken out from in. There's no glass on the
From
floor.
in where I am to
Yes, yes. There is no glass on the floor or anything like that. You can tell from a nearby floor, there's like carpeting in here. There, you can see that there used to be a chair somewhere in there. So whatever it was, probably grabbed that chair and threw it out the window to break it.
Okay.
Which does imply a decent bit of intelligence and yeah.
Probably opposable thumbs. All right. Okay, I run back to the group and like, I mean, whatever it is, it picked up a chair, broke that window, and went out.
Is there a window in the room with the ark that I'm still in?
Yeah.
I go.
With the master window, the master suite you're in?
Aye.
Yes, actually 2 sides of the room have windows. One doesn't have much to look at. It looks at mostly the cliff, but the other side looks out towards the city. Yes, it's 2 whole walls of this room are covered in windows.
Right. Whichever window is closest to the room that Ori was talking about, I make sure to look out that window.
Okay. Roll perception, I suppose.
8.
You don't see anything.
Crucible. You see anything? Something jumped out the window next door. There's got to be something there.
I walk over and take a look myself.
Perception?
17.
You don't see anything running around. You do, however, see the remnant, whatever that chair Ori told you about, is sitting probably 4 stories down, like 4 street level stories, not actual stories, but 4 street level stories down on top of someone's roof embedded.
There's no way whatever that is jumped out that window all the way down there.
I'm thinking maybe they, what if they threw it out the window just to have a window to escape from? What if they went up, not down?
Aye, that's my thought as well.
They're great climbers, or they can fly.
Right.
Can anybody get me on the roof?
I look directly at the dwarf. Roof access.
Aye! This way! He grabs the orc with me, and he starts hauling him around with him.
Right. Try to surround him then, so the orc's in the middle of us as we go on.
He looks down at you, Bagby. You don't get a conversation till he's safe.
Absolutely.
Takes you down the hallway, through like a sitting room of sorts, into clearly a servants section. In this room, there's a lot of stuff to clean clothes and there's steam press and stuff like large wash tubs and wash. This is like a servant's work area, right? Yeah. You see a ladder leading up to a hatch, and the hatch is open.
Is this supposed to be open?
Fuck no.
I draw some water out of one of my water skins and have it ready then. It's twirling around like 3 softball size frost piece. It just looks cool.
Yeah.
Take my word for it.
Roll perception. Anybody in the room? Anybody in that room? I would assume that's everyone except for Joe.
Sure. Excluded me. That's fine.
Well, you were out on the balcony.
I know.
Mere 12.
24, 12, 19.
24, 12, 19.
Bagby,
What are we rolling? Sorry.
perception. It's Duncan could see it, so it doesn't matter.
Natural 20.
Okay, both Duncan and Bagby. There's a pool of blood coming out from a closet nearby.
I don't like the look of that. I walk up to the door, plank it open real fast.
One of the guards you recognize from earlier falls out, and he doesn't have a head.
You don't see that every day, do you?
Yeah, that's unsettling.
Joe, you go first.
Am I there?
Joe's not there.
Oh,
Joe's not there.
shite.
Nice try.
Joe, what are you doing back outside?
Did the guards get the torches lit?
Interestingly, the one guy who left to go get the torch hasn't come back.
Shit.
I feel like we're in fucking Scream.
I would
Coming from inside the house.
I would notice he's not back, and I would go fuck, and I would light a torch myself, and one of my torches, and put it in a sconce so I can have some fucking light because I can't
Okay.
see for shit without it.
What do you want to do with that light? You can take a better look at the body if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll do that. Actually, that is an excellent idea. Thank
Just
you, GM.
spitballing something that you could actually functionally do.
Thing I could do. Medicine or investigation? I want to kill them.
Your choice. It will change what you get dependent.
Medicine. I am more interested in how he died.
Okay.
14.
Entry wound is in the back. Actually hit him middle spine, left side back. This thing, you can tell pretty quickly that went straight to the heart and lungs. Didn't exit the other side though, so short blade or not a big thrust.
It's just one
Yup.
puncture wound.
Yup.
How wide is it? Does it look like a blade, or does it look like something bigger?
It looks like a blade. It's not thick, but it bled like crazy.
Okay. So he just stabbed him in the heart from the back, really precisely, basically.
One really quick sneak attack. Link.
Super. There's still a guard with me.
Yeah.
All right. I'm like, we need to get with my group now. And I'm like, all right, you first, red shirt. And I'm actually trying to get him to go first to protect him. So, I mean, give him a little more protection anyway. So I try to get him. I grab him by the scruff and like, all right, is he a dwarf? Right?
Yes.
Okay, so he's a little shorter than me, but I like kind of get him going towards where the rest of my group was.
Okay. I have to pee really bad. I'll be right back. You guys talk about what you're doing next.
Right.
Okay.
That's a pee break for me too.
Yeah, I also have to pee like crazy.
Apparently, we're all peeing then.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
take
me.
a quick poof.
Oh, for feck's sake.
All right, Ori, we're gonna let you monologue. Then go.
No, I'll stick around, Phil.
I mean, I guess. So, how's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Well, I've been doing all right. I've got a pee though, so.
Okay, we'll do that. Do that. It's fine. It's fine. I'll just talk to Bars and Ben and Zarkane and Tech Girl, and just get a feel for how everybody's doing. Because it's tough times, and we all gotta stick together, especially when people are getting decapitated and stabbed and stuff like that.
The way he was describing that, Bars, you can pee if you want, buddy. That's fine.
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah, Ori's hair. It's pretty great. That's his natural hair. It's pretty awesome. I was thinking that the thing that killed him might be like a bird or something, the way he was describing the wound, but like just like or some sort of horrible D&D bird, but I don't know.
Maybe he. It's so strange. Like, maybe he did mean to make it seem like an assassin, but like a trained assassin wouldn't do the backstab. It takes too long to get the blade out. They would just cover the mouth, slit the throat.
That is kind of what makes me think it's not a person.
Right.
Yeah, I'm getting more the impression that this is a thing rather than a person attacking.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, this is a bit of metagaming, but I don't think it'll really matter, Mike.
We're just going over theories. I mean,
Just spitballing. It's fine.
Yep.
There's a difference between metagaming, like rules and shit like that, or like telling specifics and just spitballing what might be.
Yeah, this isn't changing how we're approaching this.
Yeah.
I truly have no idea what it is. I'm just talking about my impressions of it. So.
Yeah, you guys didn't think I was going to lock you in a horror movie tonight, did you?
This is
actually not that surprising.
Wagon.
It's kind of a thing that you like to do. Normally it's in one thing at a time, but
Sir Kane, that is a wig, and it is a glorious wig.
It doesn't sound like the horrible like death cloud that attacked Krasden.
You know what, Bars? That is a fair point.
It
That is
did
a very fair point. Granted, are these guards? Well, these guards aren't. Are these guards all dwarves, or are they goblins and dwarves?
They're dwarves.
And dwarves are approximately what, 4 or 5 feet tops?
Yeah, about around there.
So not that much taller than goblins.
They're not that much. Yeah, they're not that much taller than goblins, and they're not that much shorter than humans. So.
Think Gimli from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
It's just a shorter dude.
Shorter, stout dude. Jay, for instance.
Yeah.
Jay is a real life dwarf.
I'm assuming, yeah, right. We're talking about dwarfs then.
Yeah. Have you seen his whole fucking family? He's a dwarf. He married a dwarf. His wife.
All right.
His wife is 1 inch shorter than him. She's got really long red hair, that super ivory Irish skin. Their daughter is just Jay in tiny baby form, the wandering around. My kid is like, I think 7 feet taller than her already.
Oh, well, this is all very nice thoughts. Back to the murder.
Okay.
I think it's plural at this point.
Murderers, yes, sorry.
Serial.
I was thinking more the act of murder. There's a ongoing act of murder.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say a cacophony of murder, and I was going to say word of the day.
If somebody starts yelling, it is a cacophony of murder.
Yeah, once you have to have the noise aspect to it. It could be like a plethora of murders. I don't know.
A murder of murders. If we're talking about it in Raven form. Okay. They really missed that in the marketing for birds. It's a murder of murders. I just put Jesus. All right.
New theory. The assassin is a giant raven.
There are giant raven people in D&D. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So I think the last thing we did was I was hustling the guard in to join everybody, right? With the torch.
Yeah.
Joel, you go first.
What?
Oh, for Pete's sake, give me a...
I mean, I can go first. What are we doing?
Bagby's going first. Bagby's choosing to go first.
And this is going up the ceiling, right?
Yes. Bagby's choosing to go first if you give her a boost.
I'll follow her then, and I boost her up there.
Okay, fine.
Don't disappear on the boost this time. Bagby, acrobatics to land stealthily, but to land gracefully on the roof.
14.
You do fine. Roll perception now that you're up there.
16.
You see a shadow. There's no light up here, obviously. It's the roof. And above you is another, there's just rock above you, so there's no light. You get some ambient light from the city, and that's about it. The edge of the building, and we're talking 60 feet away from you. You see like a shadowed lump just sitting there, and you can tell it's looking right at you.
I would like to shadow step and teleport 60 feet directly to the shadow of that lump.
Okay.
I then have advantage on my first melee attack against it, which I will use to attempt to grapple it.
Okay. How do you grab? I don't know how to do that.
Grapple, I believe, is a...
It's yours. You do... crap.
I think I do an unarmed attack, don't I, against their strength?
Hang on.
I'm looking it up.
Grappling 5e. Strength athletics versus their strength or dex.
Yeah, they get a choice.
Okay. So
But-
go ahead.
Yeah, she does get advantage on that strength roll.
Go ahead. Bagby on your strength roll.
With advantage, thank Jesus. 15.
Just missed. As you teleport and you clearly surprise it, it's very close on the roll, so I'm going to give you a little bit more. It's very close on the roll. You clearly surprise it as you appear on top of it. Roll perception real quick. You're going to miss your grapple, but you'll get a chance to take a look at this thing, okay?
21.
Speaking of, I can't believe you guys called it, a raven-esque humanoid leaps off the side of the building away from you and starts to fly away. Another thing you notice, Bagby, is it's wearing a remarkably similar cloak to somebody you've met before.
Do I remember who?
Yes. Maybe somebody who tried to kill you before.
Billy.
Billy?
Billy.
I'm gonna stand on there and I'm going, the fuck, Billy?
It flies out a bit, stares at you. The fuck, Billy? And starts flying away, just away. It's gone.
I'm gonna shadow step back to them. Well, it was a freaking bird person. Have I seen those before?
Probably not you, no.
Mhm.
It's a chance that the people from the surface could have.
Like,
Where are they native to?
They're rare, but they're around.
I'm a country bumpkin, so I'm going to say I have not.
Yeah, Duncan probably
I might.
would have.
I-
Crucible probably would have in the war. Probably met a one or two. When he was, because you met a lot of people when you were out there. You know what I mean? And in Adina Guard, back when you were stationed in Adina Guard very briefly. You might have met one or two bird people. Ori.
Bird person.
I've been everywhere, but I don't remember all of it.
Ori, I feel like you would understand the reference as well. Keep in mind there are multiple versions of bird people within D&D 5e. So, there you go.
it was like a raven, kind of, but it was a person. It was wearing a cloak that looked a lot like Billy's. So I think it's either Billy or it's part of the Assassin's Guild that Billy was hired from, and it's repeated what I said back at it in a really kind of close to my accent. Not quite there, but kind of close.
Just mimicked it back.
Mm-hmm. And
Did
it
it-
flew away.
Did it seem like a mocking tone?
No, it seemed like mimicking. Not like making fun of me, but
Hmm.
like I said, "The fuck, Billy?" And then it said, "The fuck, Billy?"
The dwarf looks at you. The guy's been barking orders. You said Assassin's Guild?
Right, mm-hmm.
Well, fuck this shit. He grabs the orc and starts walking with him. The orc's like, help! I don't know where I'm going. I would like you guys to roll real quick perception. It will only require a 10.
A 13.
17.
as well.
Oh, 16.
Exactsies.
Everybody would have heard this earlier. The orc is now using a different accent and different voice entirely than it was previously using.
I did notice that.
Help, please. Help. Anybody? I don't want to die. We're not gonna fucking die, but we can't stay here.
I have a safe house.
How safe?
Well, it's quite safe.
Pretty fucking safe. I have an entire, assembly of people who work for me.
Fine.
We could even hide you in a cart.
10 platinum. You help me get him to the safe house and keep him safe for the next day. He's got a big day tomorrow, don't you? He starts dragging him along.
Okay, so I follow along.
I think you just hired us.
And I don't think we have a choice.
Yeah, it seems like we're getting paid to do what we were going to do anyway.
Right?
So,
I'm gonna turn that down.
in addition to the thing going on with his voice, I noticed when we first woke him up, his hair changed color. Like it was gray before, and he kind of almost magically transformed it into the dark color that it is now. I don't think this guy is what he seems to be.
It's almost as if he's shifting shapes or something.
Going out of your way. You're going out of your way with that one.
I
Like
hear
you
that,
broke the nose there.
and I cast Detect Magic.
Is
Because I remember I can still do that.
Is that even
on this
detectable? I don't think this is even detectable.
Did I break Mike?
I'm gonna say you don't detect anything because I don't think you would.
Okay.
I will pop in with a random side note from the Metagaming Pigeon. If it's a changeling, he would not detect the magic because that is part
Okay.
of their racial ability.
Okay, yeah. Coo.
Oh god, the bird assassin's back!
Cool.
That character's not here right now.
I just kind of look at Ori and be like, I don't know. I'm not getting anything magic out of him.
Yeah, okay. Am I aware of changelings in my experience? Or would that pop into my mind in any natural sense?
Maybe let's roll history on it.
Okay, sounds good.
They're pretty well shunned from society in general.
History. Okay, there it is.
No.
Well, that is just the weirdest thing. I've got nothing. We should get back and I'm getting hungry. Let's get back.
What's the quickest way to where your safe house is?
Well, we have a cart over there. And then we'll have to take the tube.
Where'd you get the cart from?
From a clothing store. They were very nice. We'll have to return it on the way, though.
Who the fuck are you?
I told you, I am Councilwoman Nitma's granddaughter, Bagby.
He holds up the canvas and, like, hurls the orc guy into the back and covers it. Let's go!
All right, double time, kids. The Taco Bell's not going to get itself.
All right, you head back. Roll perception along the way.
Ooh, natural 20 again! D&D Beyond the dice roller. I'm sorry, Patrick, I don't have it on my computer.
12.
You should be sorry.
19 again.
And that's a 9 up there. The
16 for me.
16, natural 20. Okay. Bagby, you are certain you do not see that bird thing. You're very vigilant the entire trip back. You are certain you do not see that bird thing. Crucible, you're pretty sure. Joe, you're pretty sure. Okay? You get back with... You got to keep in mind, so it's the council district you're going to, right? Specifically Council Square that you're trying to take this guy to. The likelihood of Dulce being around is reasonably high. So what is your plan?
I would say probably while we're on, because we have to take the tube thingy back.
The rail, yeah.
Mm-hmm. While we're there, and while we're taking that rail, Bagby would say, so, Lodolf, I don't remember what his name was. But I know that one. I noticed that your accent changed a little bit. You're a pretty good actor, huh?
I am a trained thespian in many arts. When our war party traveled through the southern kingdom of L'Chaim,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I am to you too.
We made great friends with the theater troupe, and I've learned many things.
Mm-hmm. And isn't it such a shame what happened to the Orc King's daughter? Oh, just breaks my heart.
Oh, terrible. Terrible things have befallen that family.
Mm-hmm. Except it was his son that went missing, you dumbass.
That one, too.
You can't lie to me anymore. So, here's the thing. We're going to protect you, or we're going to let you just wander the council district where Dulce is. So clearly Dulce has something on you.
Roll Intimidate.
How do you disguise yourself?
Roll Intimidate.
Come on. 13.
I feel like the real peril could give at least some degree of...
I'm going to give the tie to the player.
Thank you.
And this character changes color and look and appearance all at once.
Oh.
It's Dave. Oh, never mind.
That is terrifying. I've never seen anyone do that before.
Oh. That's creepy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The dwarf looks pissed. I will chop your fucking head off. No,
you
no,
won't.
no, 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 no. Listen to the green one. The green one.
Albino Potter.
No, easy there, bud. You're clearly making him nervous, and you just got to be able to keep clear heads in times like this.
Shut up, Tommy Chong. You start talking. I'm an actor. Surprise! Surprise!
See, I have this past negative experience that makes it very difficult for me to trust actors. One tried to kill me, hired by your boss.
I don't know anything about that.
I'm sure you don't.
Dolls hired me through intermediaries to play a great role. And, I like that. And I like money. But I like living.
So then you're not an orc emissary then?
Oh, heavens, no. He didn't even tell me anything about... He said the War King, and there's necromancers or something. I didn't really read all of the literature, given I thought maybe improv was the way to go.
I look at the
You see, I'm a
dwarf and go-
creative, and I must be free to spread my wings.
I look at the dwarf and say, "So where's the orc?"
Where's the orc? There is. Really? Really?
I don't think there is one.
I
Dolls
also-
found
No.
a changeling, hired him to pretend to be an orc in order to move
Oh,
forward.
Oh,
the tiny green one is the smart one. Good to know. Well,
So you're to lie to the council then?
I was to role play in a live setting. Yes, I was
Right.
supposed to lie. I was supposed to
Right.
lie to... but you have no idea how much money he offered. Come on. We've all been there, right? Down on your luck. Need a good gig. Tiny, creepy goblin, old person shows
He's
up.
really creepy, isn't he?
Yes, he looks like a doll my grandmother once had when it lost all of its hair because the cat played with it. Now, you're going to let me go, yes?
no.
Shit.
We're going to need you, but we're going to let you live, which I think is probably more than we could say for dolls.
Okay.
Because you're a loose end when it comes to him.
So could you turn into something else then?
I can turn into anyone I've seen.
Perfect. You've seen all of the guards at the manor.
But they have to be roughly my size and shape.
It's fine. You can be me. I'll be a kitty.
There you go.
What good would it be to be a stoner elf?
Well, see, when we get to the capital and the council district, we're going to have to walk through the council district. And the probability of dolls being there is high.
Or plan B. I simply word vomit at you, and then you let me go.
No.
What if I regular vomit out the window? And then we discuss further.
I don't suggest opening a window. We are traveling at a very high speed.
Ah!
I have
We'll likely come back and hit you in the face.
a quick question for you, friend.
Vanko!
I'm trying to be humane.
Vanko!
If I break all the bones in your foot and you shapeshift, does that repair all those bones?
No! What the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, then shut the fuck up and do whatever the little green goblin tells you to do.
It's quite convincing, Joe.
I'm not trying to speak up, just saying if vomit belches happen, that's not on me.
Somebody get him a bag, please.
It's one of my bad ones.
Okay. I don't know why I said somebody. I should have. But I expected Crucible to pull out a bag.
I apologize. Well, what the fuck am I supposed to do now?
You want a job?
Yeah, come with us. We'll figure it out.
The orc was my job, but it's not an orc.
I suggest working for an alternate employer. Axum is
Alternate-
really nice.
Alternate fuck Axum. Zealot freak. I care not for your local politics. From the south.
How about security in a town?
Yeah, how do you feel about the surface?
Ugh. The food sucks.
Seafood.
It's better.
What about a surface town with direct access to Kras?
Oh, you're talking about that Hamlet for a hat?
Yes.
Yes, I think so.
What are we talking money?
You'd have to work that out. I'm sure it'd be.
But we have
I'll be honest with you, probably less
right
than what
here.
Dulce pays you, but
Oh, Dulce isn't paying me now that I know this. I know
Oh.
that little psycho too well.
well, then it
Crucible,
will be
how
more
much
than
do you
Dulce.
pay your guard?
I don't.
No,
Dulce.
Crucible. How much do you pay your guard?
Crucible, how much do you pay your guard?
It's a standard wage.
It's
Man, this is a tough economy here. Like, because especially for actors, clearly things are rough for actors because they seem to take the worst jobs.
it's 7 gold a week.
Which is comes out to about 7 gold a week. But these are people that are putting their lives on the line here.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I bet you Jacobs would be willing to be persuaded to go hire for somebody who can actually fight.
What about, do you have any need for do you got undead roaming around? I'm good at that.
Not at the moment that I know of.
But things are always changing.
All right, this Mayor Jacobs, whatever. Hot ass.
Yeah.
That's a weird face you just made at me.
Okay. Sorry.
But I think you meant to say was not necessarily hard ass, but maybe tight ass. I don't know which. But,
Oh, really? Because I got a thing out of those two. Really? Right. I'll look into it.
Appreciate it.
How do you get up there?
Stick with us then, and we'll take you up there when we're all done with this.
Fine. But I'm getting paid for the day, and you lot ain't getting paid shit. Because I don't got it no more.
Okay.
That's how it goes.
I wish
What's
I
your
didn't
name,
know.
by the way? Sorry.
O'Rourke. O'Rourke Ironsides. It's a
to
family
meet
name. I'm the fourth.
Joe, Bagby, Duncan, Ori, Crucible.
Fantastic.
Oh, and you
I-
can say your name now.
I already said Vanko. Vanko
Oh,
the delightful. Vanko the pleasant. Vanko the emotive.
Thankometer.
God. That won't fit on a poster.
How about Venko the Compliant?
Oh, I like that one too.
Oh, that one sounds good to me as well. All right. listen, blonde one, Duncan. No, that one. Which one's that one?
Ori.
Ori. Ori.
Yep.
Look at me.
Uh-huh.
And breathe in. And breathe out. And he turns into Ori.
Oh, that's
That is
amazing.
unsettling.
That is freaky.
Yeah.
Oh man, do I really look like that?
I'm aware.
You look
I'm
exactly
aware.
like that. That's amazing. He even has those little hairs that come out your ears.
Yes, your grooming habits are terrible. Give me the ABCs real quick.
He's a stoner elf. His dad is.
No,
that.
the ABCs. Announce the ABCs like you are in grade school.
Oh, really? That? Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F,
B,
G.
C, D, E, F, J,
H, I, J,
H,
K,
I, J, K, L,
L,
N, O,
M, N, O, P,
P,
Q, R,
Q, R,
S,
S, T, U, V,
T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
W, X, Y, and Z. It's close.
Anko the good enough.
I think we figured out why you had to be an assassin, or whatever, not an assassin. Why you had to be what's the word?
Actor?
Mook? I don't know. A rube.
And with that line, we figured out why you are getting smoked by your boyfriend.
I don't have a boyfriend. What?
You enter the council district. You get off the rail, enter the council district. Ori, are you a cat?
Wow.
Okay. Careful, Jack's about to scream. The
Can't hear me.
you
Or you can't hear it.
head to your safe. You said head to Nitma's office. Head upstairs, yes?
Mhm.
He changes back. I'm not a fan of the beard. I'm not. It's very
I don't
itchy.
care.
Technically speaking, it should be more well groomed, like in the picture.
Right. Sorry. Well, this is nice. Is it food?
We can have some food sent.
What now?
Well, now a couple of my friends need to get back up to Krasden to,
That's me then too.
I believe. I will stay here for the council meeting. I don't know, Duncan, do you want to stay with me?
Hey,
Okay.
The O'Rourke walks up to Vanko, punches him dead in the chest. Money! Why would I give you money?
He did keep you alive.
I
you best give him the
understand
money
that.
then.
He drops some coins in his hand. Fucking tight ass. He walks out with you guys.
Just shook down the changeling.
And you guys let it happen. The
Did we decide what you were going to tell her, Crucible?
We have not made that decision yet.
That's a good decision to make right now. Now that you all got to think about it a second.
How bad would it be if they created the doorway?
They created the doorway. That means just occupation.
Is Lacey there with you?
I
Bagby?
assume so.
Okay. Would you like my
We have to
opinion?
ask ourselves how
I would love to hear your
horrible
opinion, Lacey.
occupation would be.
Nitma would hate that. She would hate it all over the place.
Right, okay then. Why would you hate it? Is it bad to have them so directly
Pride
available?
mostly, but also it's a powerful army at the only surface and large-scale surface entrance to our city.
Aye.
And Krasden would finally have something they haven't had in a long time, which is security.
We're on good terms with Teonel, luckily.
That sounds to me then like Tainel just wants to make sure the orcs don't get down there.
But that's thanks to Dulce. He's been their emissary for a long time now.
And Dulce
Actually,
is
Teonel is a friend of mine.
Well, then you're going to need to talk to him and make sure that it doesn't go sideways. Because if Dulce says if Dulce tells him things are bad. Listen, that's new information to me, but Dulce has always been their point man there.
In fact, I don't think Teonel will be listening to Dulce much anymore.
And you know this for certain?
I do.
Fine. I want a full write-up on whatever that is, by the way.
I'll give it to you right now.
No, I don't want to write... Intern! Listen. That's my 2 cents, okay?
Yes.
Norm comes walking out of the bathroom. Hey, guys.
Did you like a match in there?
Oh, shit, no. Give me a second.
I agree. I don't think Nitma would like it, but at this point, Teonel's not in Dulce's pocket anymore. Teonel is more friendly with us than he is with Dulce. He knows the treachery that Dulce has committed.
I think the basic point here is the freedom of Krasden. If they're there, then Krasden loses control of itself. I don't know if I like that so much. Maybe it's best if we tried to convince him that he doesn't need to be there.
It's safety versus freedom.
Aye.
That's how most things are.
Me?
I think at the end of the day, if you think of Lyra and Tira and Jacobs, sure, they're upset and angry. And Joe, you're upset and angry when the city gets attacked, but at the end of the day, wouldn't you rather have your freedom?
I think there are too many people in Krasden we would disappoint if we made this decision on our own.
Oh, you know how I feel about it? I think it's not a great idea. So, but I'll leave it in your hands, Crucible. And Joe.
I think my vote would be to talk to Councilwoman Jacobs and Lyra at the very least.
Oh, you got to talk to your girlfriend. Interesting.
Well, either way, that decision's got to be made before dawn.
You best get going then.
Yeah, let's hop to it.
Joe, do you want to come along with me?
Sure.
Norm,
Yeah, what's up?
much as I hate to say this, can you send Joe and I back to Krasden?
And our dwarf friend here.
And O'Rourke.
Hey, man, what's your name? O'Rourke. Shut up, hippie. Whoa, the vibes. Okay. Everybody, get together.
You're going to love this.
Real close. And just think happy. Send us or I'll punch you in the nuts. All right.
By the way, when was the last time you ate?
Me?
Yeah.
It's been days. It's been, you ate like 15 fucking minutes. Shut up, Norm. You made me go send somebody to get a meatball sub twice.
No, I meant the actor dude. Or the one.
The dwarf. When's the last time the dwarf ate?
Yeah.
Few hours.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, that's not going to go well.
Do you have an extra bad bag?
Why do I need this bag?
Have you ever teleported before?
And now you are in the second floor of the Spirit of Mara. Oh, sweet Jesus!
Use the bag.
Oh, by my forefathers! Oh God! Oh God! That's a good spot. Thank you very much for watching tonight. Thank you very much for watching tonight.
What a cliffhanger!
It wasn't a cliffhanger, but it was a nice ending point.
Hey, I'm just giving you a hard time.
We have a couple new faces potentially tonight. So, the rundown is Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Wednesdays is Krasden. Thursdays is Savage Worlds Deadlands that Chad DMs. Chad.
Tomorrow.
Yep, there you go. And Sunday is 5e called A Distant Star. It's a different campaign entirely. Very deep lore. I co-GM it with another guy by the name of Jay.
Who is an actual dwarf.
Who is an actual, honest to God, dwarf. That's not true because it's not true at all. But
And my dad's a hobbit, so.
It's true. Your dad is so funny looking. You standing next to your dad is fucking wild. It's like somebody cloned a tiny version of you and put it next to you. And so that's the layout. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Love you. Have a good night.
Goodbye, Internet.
Good night.
We love
Have
you.
a good night, everybody.
See you tomorrow night.